Alright, now folks, we're going to go into the buffing segment. Buffing is kind of a mystery, but I'm going to take the mystery out of it. It's very, very simple, but it's an art. You have to take your time. You just can't swing this buffer any place you want. And there's a couple of buffers you can use. This one is a very economical one. This one's pretty expensive. This will do an okay job. This will do a fantastic job. That's really the difference. If you're using one of the economical ones, you want to make sure you're using a microfiber buffer because the wool ones will load up, use way too much product. So what we're going to do, I'm going to buff out this section. I've done this earlier, but in fact I've done that a couple of months ago, just so you can see. A lot of people say, oh, it's going to go right back. What I'm doing with this is I'm using my fiberglass restorer, and I'm putting about 5 dots on there, just like that. You don't have to put a whole lot of product on it. Now what I'm going to do is simply mist this with water very quickly. And the next thing I'm going to do is simply apply this to the surface. I'm just going to put it on quickly, just like that. And then I'm going to put my buffer on the low speed setting. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm just going to spread it out. That's all I'm doing. Very quickly, I'm just spreading it out. Just like that. Now I'm done. Now what I'm going to do is turn it to the high speed setting. And what we're going to do is we're going to move left just like this. We're going to go up. We're going to go to the right, up 50%, and continue that process, and then I'm going to drop down. So we'll get started, and then we're going to shut the video off, and we'll come back to the finished product. So here we go. We're going to get started. You can see when I stopped this, I didn't leave it, I pulled it away before I stopped it. And when I started it, it was in contact. I'm going to come back in a couple minutes and I'll show you the finished product. And folks, this is the finished product. You can see what I've just done. This didn't take me very long, but the speed setting was always on the high speed setting, which was 6. I moved left to right, left to right, left to right, and then I went up and down, always covering 50%. This section only took me a couple of minutes to do, but you can see I breathed new life into the paint. Now remember, the polish and the fiberglass restorer has no ability to protect, so once I'm finished, then I'm either going to use an acrylic polymer on here, or I'm going to use a wax. On here, this is single stage baked enamel, which is kind of the cheapest type of paint job there is. That's why it faded out so bad. But as you can see, with a little time, little patience, you can make it look brand new again. And that concludes everything. What I'm going to move on to next, I got one more item I'd like to show you. It's the way you polish out headlights. I'm going to do it on a tail light, only because the headlights already look great, but the process will be identical. Thanks for watching the buffing, and if you have any questions at all, always feel free to call me. Thank you.